Alright guys, we are back today with a new car update here. This is my new to me 2009 Ford Flex. I've owned it for about a month or so. I just have yet found the time to make an update video on it. So I do have the time, and here's the car. So like I said, I've had it for about a month now, and I basically sold the Impala. Just a terrible car. I didn't even make a video of it when I sold it. It was an Impala. I mean, that's all there is to say about it. So anyhow, I'm out of that thing and into this. I didn't really think about getting a Flex. So basically, guys, the long story short here is I wanted a way nicer car than what the Impala was. I just obviously couldn't go down to that after driving, a few nice cars beforehand. And so anyways, sold the Impala, yada, yada, yada. I found a Taurus show I really liked. It was a 2010 show with about 80,000 miles on it. A very nice car, but I was just very thrown off by the fact that it was a early build 3.5 EcoBoost with 80,000 miles on it. It was probably on its way out, so I just figured I did not want to take the gamble with a first generation EcoBoost motor. And so after I got back test driving that car, this literally had just got traded in. And so I was asking the salesman about this, and he kind of told me about it. And this was about $4,000 cheaper. It had 20,000 more miles on it, or so 30,000 miles more. But it had a regular 3.5 V6, and I figured I would trust this a lot more than, say, a show. Otherwise, I probably would have bought the show if this wasn't here. But anyways, guys, it's just I didn't know I wanted a Flex until I got one. So first off, getting the car, like I said, I paid under 10 grand for it. So a car that's, sub $10,000, it's not going to be perfect. I mean, this is a 10-year-old car at this point. So the day after I bought the car, the check engine light came on for some O2 sensors. The dealership had the car for about a week. They had to order some parts for it, O2 sensors. Then they had to order a new cooling fan up front. I'll show you that when we get there. So that's where those new Ford videos had come from. They put me in some loaner cars and such. So I finally got the car back about 2 weeks ago, and it's been flawless ever since. I've probably put almost 2,000 miles on it. And like I said, it's been flawless. It's all-wheel drive, too. So this is a Flex Limited, so it's top of the line, and top of the line for the day. And like I said, it's all-wheel drive, so it gets, pretty bad mileage. It gets about 18 to 20 miles a gallon, no matter what kind of driving you do, which, is to be expected for something this big. So, but I do have to say, I do quite like the way it looks with the blacked out wheels. I did actually end up dipping these black. That they were polished beforehand, but they were really pitted from the salt and whatnot. So I figured just plasti dipping them black would look pretty cool. I always liked the way these Flexes looked with blacked out wheels. So I also but I spray painted the calipers black as well, if you can look back there, just to freshen it up a bit. So this is what we do have, guys. It's, it's a Limited with some black wheels. We're not going to black anything else up on it, just to keep it kind of clean looking. I think it looks pretty good as is. I know I'm forgetting a lot of things. I just figured I'd make this video out of the blue here. Figured I'd upload something tonight. But being a Limited, this thing was 42 grand back in the day, and this is quite a controversial car when it came out. You either liked them or hated them. I mean, I remember when these came out. I remember seeing them at the auto show. I really thought it was cool. This was called a lifestyle vehicle. They didn't want to attach a wagon to it, although it's just kind of a big wagon. But they called it your lifestyle vehicle. And honestly, if you're picking a 3-row Ford in 2009, you have the crappy body-on-frame Explorer to pick from. You had the Expedition, and I think this replaced the Taurus X, really. So, but yeah, so as far as 2009 3-row SUVs go at Ford, sorry, we got cut off there. But as I was saying, this really was kind of the coolest car to get from Ford, if you're asking me, as far as 3 rows go. So, and I do think it aged really good. All things considering, they built this car from 2009 to 2019 or so, basically the same thing. So in 13 they got some refreshes, a new kind of an updated 3.5, but I really personally like the first generation of this Flex. It just looks a lot more Ford to me. This is kind of Ford's sweet spot, in my own opinion. I think Ford really had Ford's good between like 08 and 12, but again, that's just me. So you have HIG protector headlights, some fog lights down below. You also have your famous Ford for the time 3-slot front grille. I thought about dipping that black, but I just did not really want to go overboard on it. So it's got pretty much brand new Uniroyal tires on them, and I would say I probably wouldn't have bought these myself, but they're actually not a bad tire for being, they're brand new tires, and they're actually really good. So it also has brand new brakes on it all the way around, courtesy of the dealership. So you have your chrome accenting throughout. No roof rails on this one, thankfully. I think this looks really cool with like kind of the monochrome look. You could get this like a white roof and some roof rails, but this is just kind of the basic one-on-one color. This does have the glass roof as well. And you can kind of see some wax residue on the car. I did wax it today, or polish it, took a wheel to it. I was able to do the front fenders and the hood and the roof and the trunk. I still have yet to do the sides of it, so we're obviously not in the right light to see all the imperfections, but it's been spent 10 years in scratchy car washes, so it's not good. Keyless entry right there, and we'll step on into the interior. I think I've gone on long enough about it. So looking at, we do have, this is, what is it, what do they call it, the stone interior with kind of the questionable wood trim, but I think it does look good, honestly, for what it is. It's Ford, so but yeah, down here we have the Sony audio system. Pull the key out of here, it's quite obnoxious. But jumping on in, does have the fully powered driver's seat, and it does have the power 10-way power seats, as they all do, and it is cracked just like they all get. This is just a very bad material. My MKX was the same way. So, but coming over to the real leather material, it's just very decent, high quality stuff. It's just insanely comfortable. Just look at these things. I mean, this is a very comfortable car to drive. I always wanted a Flex. I just never thought I'd be getting one this soon. Of course, my vehicle choice is questionable after that Impala, guys. So nothing should really be surprising anybody at this point here. So it does have the Ford accessory remote starter. We'll start it up here. Just have a key, just click to start, of course. So, okay, it does have the Sony audio, but wheel is nicely bolstered. It's a pretty thick wheel as well. You have some wood up top. I'm a fan of it. So, there's gauge dimmers right here. We'll turn that up a bit. And looking at it here, we have almost 114 on it. And so yeah, just kind of low, on the lower end of mileage for your 09, but 6-speed automatic. You have your mood lighting down there and all that good stuff. Does have the nice Ford system before the sync took over. And so yeah, no real complaints really, other than those O2 sensors. You have HomeLink. You have your moon roofs up there. A bit tilted right now, but passenger seat. And these seats are really nice because they're heated. And everything on this is heated. Like, this is heated all the way around. Every surface on these seats are heated. So that's kind of the cool thing I've noticed. So you're very warm in these when they're on. So yeah, that's about it for the front. Looking over here, good old rev. Does have a 3.5 Duratec and nothing crazy. On top of the hood on it. Does have a 12-speaker Sony sound system. Again, it's good. It could be better. There's a lot of space to fill for these speakers, so come to the trunk. We'd have a reverse camera as well. So I did buff this, and it looks pretty good. This car had never been buffed before, so I was just going through pads on this thing like they were insanely black. So being a third row SUV, of course, they do fold flat, and there they are. There you can see what kind of room you have in your Flex. So you have a subwoofer back there. It's getting a little dark, so I'm trying to rush it up here. Again, there's your power trunk control, and then you can just pull this right here. This will lift your seat up, but I only have 3 hands. So, but looking up at the ceiling, you have a glass roof panel up there. And we'll shut it up. Being a limited, this one does have your really cool LED lights. I think they used these same lights up until 2019. As I said, the car really has aged pretty gracefully. So we do have the towing package as well. Here's some captain's chairs. It's missing the cooled air-conditioned console, but yeah, I'll never use that even if I had it. Back here, looking at, we'd have some climate controls, household outlet, some more storage, heated seats. And up here you'd have your kind of glass panel roofs, your air ducts for the rear. So looking at it, pretty cool. I will be needing a big SUV in the next couple of months. That's another reason I bought this thing. So I'll probably sell it after I get all settled in with what I'm doing. But yeah, guys, I just figured this will be a good little tool for now. And I did have the window sticker somewhere. See if I can show you the window sticker. I think it's down here. So yeah, looking at the window sticker real fast, guys, feel free to pause it. There's the total price back in 09, and then here's the options this one does have on it. So it's very well equipped. And this seat even folds forward. If you pull this handle, the seat folds, as you can see, like that. It will fold forward. So obviously it's getting dark, guys, but it's what I can do to bring you a video right now. I do have hood struts under the hood as well. 3.5 Duratec. It moves the car out good, considering it's almost 6,000 pounds. So it's not bad. So there it is, guys. Just a new car update yet again. Hopefully for the next foreseeable future we'll have it, but who knows what we'll do with it. So yeah, as usual, guys, thanks for watching. We'll talk to y'all later.